Alright, so we're up to day 2, the first game of day 2, and the fourth game overall in the weekend. And I've been presented with a nightmare matchup. Another nightmare matchup, and this one literally speaking because I'm playing against vampires. Um, what he's got is he's got a black coach on the far right there. You can see a small unit of bats. His vampire lord mounted on abyssal terror, tooled up to raise units as they do. A large group of graveguard with a vampire, 10 ghouls, a unit of 20 skellies with another vampire sitting in that unit, a unit of zombies, and on the far left hand flank he's got 5 black knights, and of course the banshees, which two banshees and then the wraith. Or was it the other way around? I think it was 2 wraiths and a banshee. Yeah, I think that's more like it. And he had 2 units of 5 dogs. I made quite a few mistakes at the start of the game. What I should have done was deployed on the left hand side of the table where I had more space to put my units down. Not so close towards the Black Coach and the Vampire Lord. Yeah, that probably would have given me more time to just maneuver my units around to the places where I wanted him to go. But also having his Black Knights there, that whatever was facing against the Black Knights would have lost. I tried to shoot it with the Doom Diver and the Bolt Throwers, but I just couldn't wound them. I did manage to knock off one Black Knight off his steed, but then that was just about it. Yeah, with the Doom Diver kept falling short. With the Rock Lobber, I kept scattering. The unit of archers on the hill there, they'd squabble as well, so that wasn't helping my my plans as well. And you can see the Squeak Hoppers there. They were squabbling quite a few times as well before they managed to move on the third turn. You can see me moving the Wolf Riders there as well. Try to get around his Black Knights. Hopefully March block him, but I don't think it would have made any difference because you can see him lining up against the Bolt Thrower there. So yeah, that was mistake number 1, deploying on the wrong side of the table. And presenting mistake number 2, putting the Spider Riders in front of the Banshee. What happened was I rolled a 6 for the Spider Riders and they trundled along 5 inches. And what I really should have done was just held them back, because moving the Spider Riders towards the forest allowed a gap for for his dogs to move forward and to threaten the Bolt Thrower on the right hand flank. And of course, when the Banshee screamed on the Spider Riders, I rolled high enough for them to all die out. So that was mistake number 2. And to new players out there, don't underestimate the value of fast cavalry. Just diverting units and just being a royal pain in the ass. Unfortunately, I didn't use them very wisely in this game. So yeah, just use your fast cavalry more wisely. In the middle of the picture there, he's got his wolf riders. Sorry, his dogs. He's moved up close enough for the pump wagon to charge it. I rolled very high. I think I rolled 12. Managed to wipe him out at 110. I didn't overrun. I thought the pump wagon would get wiped out too, but his skellies didn't charge in, which was a bit surprising. But I think he had his skellies in for better use. You can see here after a few turns, he's raised some more zombies into that unit, so they're about 30 strong now. If not 30 strong, there's a lot of damn zombies. You can see my Wolf Riders moving along. March blocked him once, which was better than nothing. Next turn, it's inevitable he will charge that Bolt Thrower, which I did flee with, only for the Squeak Hoppers to squabble, for them to charge into the flank of the Black Knights. So squabble being a royal pain in the butt to me again. And yeah, after those 2 turns of casting, there he is with his bats. It's become a very large unit of bats now. He's moved his raids towards the flank of the Night Goblins there. I see the pump wagon just stationary. What I done was I charged the pump wagon to the bats and the wyvern onto the bats as well, looking for a big overrun, and that's what I got. Only for them to both smack into the ghoul unit. You see the close combat with the bats and the pump wagon. Pump wagon didn't do much impact hits. I released the fanatic, which just fell just short of the bats. Also wanted to charge those orcs onto the bats too, but they failed their fear test. And then at the top of the picture you can see his vampire on Terra and the black coach that both combined charged the BSB's unit, which they wiped out pretty easily because of all the kills. Yeah, it wasn't looking really good at this point of the game for me. And there he is, the Vampire Lord, celebrating after taking down the BSB. Shot it with a bolty. He missed his ward save. Thought I could kill it, but rolled a 1 to wound. Just one of those things. And you can see his rates charging into the gobos as well. Not much I could do there. He'd knock off about 3 goblins. Of course, I can't fight back because they're ethereal. Yeah. Pretty much safely say that the right flank is gone. So after moving in the pump wagon and the Black Orc Warboss on the wyvern onto the ghouls, couldn't knock any of them out. Of course, it was his turn as well, so he flank charged the pump wagon, which he wiped out with ease. He won combat very easily, even though I scored about 5 kills on the ghouls. Plus, I didn't roll too well with the pump wagon as well, with the impact hits, so I couldn't kill as much. So, yeah. Lost by 1 in the combat, and the wyvern managed to stick around, only for me to charge my pump wagon onto the flank of the skellies, as you can see there. Took out a whole rank, but that was all I could do. Couldn't do much better than that. Still lost combat, only by 1 though, and I still managed to stick around in the fight. Only to cop another charge on the other flank for the wyvern. I issued a challenge. He took up with his champion, and he killer blowed my guy on top and couldn't save him with the ward save. I think I rolled a 1. And, you know, plenty of 1s coming up in this game for me. Yeah, I think that my fate was pretty much sealed. He also charged the bolty with his dogs on the right hand flank. You can't see the picture there. And they ran off the table, came back, charged the other bolty the following turn. And yeah, just yeah, it didn't go really well. And by the way, that black coach is really arsey. Just what he can do, he can take away a power dice, and for every 6 that you roll, it just accumulates all these abilities. And whenever I would roll for my power dice, I always rolled a 6, at least 1 6. And it just accumulated to all its abilities. You know, it became strength 7, became ethereal, could fly, and that's how he got his black coach to move around so quick around the field. He landed it on top of the hill with the war machines and they all fled because of the terror and such low leadership. You can see here, I managed to finally get a 2+ on the animosity roll for the squeak hoppers and managed to roll high enough to get him into the zombies. I'd kill a few, but I'd only win by a couple of points when it came to combat res. So he'd lose another 2 models. That was pretty much it. He just held me up. I held him up. But of course, that Black Coach, after pulling off terror on all the War Machine crew, he flew around and charged the rear of the hoppers and just wiped them out. And one last hurrah there, charged the Orcs onto the flank of the Grave Guard. Actually managed to pass a fear test. He lost a few there, but not enough to wipe him out. The ghouls eventually got wiped out. The wyvern ran away because it's got such a low leadership, and what can you do? Vampire counts, not the best matchup for a soft orc and goblin army list. I did end up losing 0-20, my second 0-20 loss of the tournament. And because of that, I was doing a lot worse than what I was doing last year. I still had 2 games to make up for it, so hopefully I can pull off 2 wins.